like rabbit holes that you don't have to go into. And it was just nice here because like you had someone like trying to guide you and tell you, hey, this is the stuff we need to do, this is what you need. And just someone equipping you and paving the path for you. And yeah, this is where I learned everything. So yeah, I was a sponge to everything here, and just trying to take up everything that I needed to know that they were giving to me. So yeah, not only that, but I came from a community that thrives on like people giving back to it. um so yeah, I not only did I be a sponge to them, but I also did everything I can to give back. And it was at this time where Kotlin was actually announced as like a first class language for Android. So yeah, one of the first major tasks I did here was like to make our team transition from using Java to Kotlin. And yeah, as a junior, like that's kind of like a big feat because like you're just someone who just came from the company. You're just here for like a month, and now you're doing this big transition to your team. But yeah, you know what? To me, it was just like helping people to like grow. Because like in tech, right? Like everything is getting updated every now and then. Like 1 minute you're using this, the next minute you're not. So yeah, it was really good here that I was able to learn, but also able to give. So not only did I stick my sharing here, but I also like still shared outside. So I was still active in like doing talks. So I learned from the community. So yeah, I kind of felt that not that I have to, but I wanted to give back to the community as well. So yeah, at least if there's someone that I would be able to at least um, have an impact with, like that would be really good because like yeah, it's just a nice thought. You learn from it and you giving back. So yeah, fast forward here. So yeah, some things happened and like yeah, our team got yeah, some things happened. The company wasn't kind of doing well, I guess. And yeah, they kind of retrenched the mobile team. So yeah, it's bye mobile team. So that means I lost my job, so I have to move to another one. So I stayed there for like maybe a year and a couple of months. And yeah, I moved to my next job, which is like at Insight. So again, another network from my Google Developer Group community. Yeah, I knew this person. He had an idea, connected me to it, and yeah, we were building on this thing. And yeah, at that time, it was a promising idea. It was a project that had like a really good purpose and like solving some social issues. And like yeah, I really wanted it, and like I learned a lot from my previous company, right? So at this time, like I was just like, ready to take on the challenge and like, okay, let's work on that stuff. And yeah, I was here for quite a while. Um, and yeah, we were just working on it. Like we were tackling that challenge, actively thinking about it, how to solve it. Um, but yeah, it was at this time where I thought, where um, I knew that the experience I have like isn't enough. And like I was trying to do things that I know, but like I only have like a few years of experience, and like I don't know how to build everything from the bigger picture. So yeah, I was kind of still pretty naive here. And yeah, that led to like me like thinking about a lot of stuff, like doing things that I don't have to do or I can't do. So yeah, this kind of led to me having a burnout. So yeah, this is where I had to recalibrate a lot. And yeah, I had to move to another company. But yeah, I still kept like still giving back to the community. And yeah, I'm still doing sessions at like conferences and like doing workshops. But yeah, aside from that burnout, like people were also like telling me to apply to become a GDE, a Google Developer Expert for Android. And I actually got denied because like people, or rather, the developer relations team said that I should be doing more technical stuff. But yeah, it's kind of hard to do that here in the Philippines because like whenever you go to these events, you would usually get like people who are new to it. So you can't just talk about like these technical stuff, which is why I also don't want to dive into technical stuff right now. So I don't because I don't want to bore people. So yeah, it was hard and like getting rejected, getting burnt out. So yeah, it led me to go and like move to another I guess lesser role, which is where I moved into White Cloak. So yeah, I found this company, and yeah, they're working on like apps. They needed an Android engineer. And I said like, okay, perfect. Like I just want like an Android job, like where I feel more comfortable with, and where I could, I guess, get more knowledge and enhance my skills. So yeah, this is where I landed. And yeah, in this team, like I really learned a lot. Like I enjoyed learning more about Android. So yeah, like I said earlier, I was kind of pretty naive in my previous company, right? So here I got more knowledge on like how they do things and like in the industry. So this company was managing like an app that's used by a lot of people. So I was trying to like again be a sponge and like get all those like how do they do those, and try to adopt them in my practices. So yeah, and in this team, like this was the time when like Kotlin multi-platform, which is something that I'm really I guess advocating about, was kind of in its preview, and like I really liked it. So basically, it's a technology that would let you like share your code between Android and iOS. So there's Flutter, there's React Native, then a lot of things like that. But there's some differences in how they do things. But yeah, I got interested in Kotlin multi-platform, and yeah, one of the tasks I did here was to unify our Android and iOS team. So yeah, we're sharing our code base and still having our native applications. So yeah, I learned a lot here and like learned a lot of like best practices, and just trying to like uh, um, still grow and like enhance my skills. So okay, yeah, I'm doing that, but I still didn't stop, and like I'm still sharing every bit that I can. So here's like a workshop in like my alma mater in Baguio, where I was teaching the faculty what's new in Android. So yeah, I was trying to get people updated. So and I was all here's also like me talking about like Kotlin multi-platform, like how it could like benefit your native applications and things like that. So yeah, I was like really happy here and like just working a lot on like my expertise in mobile developments. And yeah, like a few months later, someone again referred me to like these two guys, which is our co-founders right now, which is like Earl and Kevin. So yeah, I met them. I got referred to them, and yeah, now I'm at Plantina. So yeah, at that time it was just the two of them, and yeah, they wanted like an Android developer, and okay, they wanted an Android developer. They have another idea, so yeah, they want to develop it. So like I'm like, okay, I think this is good. Looking at like Earl and like our CEO Kevin, like I think these guys like know what they're doing, and like it's a big leap because like I came from something that's that kind of failed. So now that I'm under these guys who are like really good, so yeah, I took the jump again and like moved from like a stable company to Plantina. So yeah, so now I'm here and this is our team, and like like we're growing, and like we're making and I'm currently the director of mobile engineering, so I'm managing everything related to mobile development. So yeah, I'm doing a lot here and like grew a lot, and yeah, it's really good. Like um yeah, so aside from that, I was still talking. So yeah, I also got to be like a GDE right now for Kotlin. So yeah, I still continued sharing, and like try to hit them, and like try to do the best that I can. So yeah, now we have like 100,000 downloads. I think that's our biggest milestone, at least for me and the mobile team. um but yeah, I'm seeing that I'm out of time, but yeah, I just want to quickly highlight some key takeaways that that worked for me. So yeah, like one is like I guess my passion. So yeah, find what you love doing, and like just keep on doing that. Looks like it's I found mine like early on, which is like really a privilege thing. So yeah, if you can find that, try to focus on it, like try to like see where it would lead you. If not, just keep on trying things out and like find something that you could like potentially like. And yeah, like there's also like purpose. So yeah, you can't just like go with your passion. There has to be like some purpose to it, right? So maybe you have just that passion, but like that passion like kind of has a negative purpose. So like I mean like your purpose has to be like with good intentions. Like yeah, I guess for now, like it's for me it's trying to help financially, right? And yeah, there's also networks. I wouldn't like land these jobs if it wasn't for my network. So yeah, that's really important. And giving back. So like to me, I think it's something for me that I learned from someone. I want to give it back. And growth. Keep on like making yourself growth. Like tech is always changing. Like I said earlier, 1 minute you're using this, 1 minute it's not. So yeah, keep on growing, keep yourself updated. Like there's a lot of resources online that you can just do a quick search, and there's that. And yeah, opportunities, like for me, like it's more of luck. But yeah, whenever there's an opportunity, I guess you're young, right? Like this is for youth. So yeah, take on that opportunity, take where see where it would lead you. But yeah, it's not just don't take it blindly. Of course, you have to assess if you want to take it as well. But yeah, don't leave your opportunities behind. Like yeah, you'll never know where it would get you. Like yeah, now I'm an Android engineer. If I didn't take that facilitator task, I wouldn't be here. So yeah, still wanted to share more, but yeah, I knew it wouldn't fit in like a 20-minute talk. But yeah, I hope I didn't make you fall asleep. And yeah, thank you for listening to how I got here. So yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Acosta, for sharing us more about mobile engineer. Thank you so much. May we ask you to please stay for the panel session?
Of course.
Okay. I'd now like to once again introduce Mr. Monchito Ibrahim, who will be moderating this morning's panel discussion, which will be focused on career development. Along with him is the author of Denim, Mr. JC Gorango, the chairman of GDAP or GDAP, Mr. Alvin Huban, and again, the director of mobile engineering of Plantina, Mr. Kurt Acosta. Mon, please take it away.
Okay, thank you, Monique, and good morning once again to everyone. I hope you're enjoying the session today. And this session, of course, is focused on career development. And I didn't actually get to see the presentation of JC together with his dad. I understand it was more of a table talk type of presentation. Okay. Welcome JC to this panel. And of course,
Hello.
my good friend, Mr. Alvin, was his Huban. Bago na naman ang pang-apelido mo ngayon, ah. Okay, and of course, nice to see you. Was this Emperor? For those of you who doesn't know yet, Alvin actually was the team manager of the Philippine esports team during the last Southeast Asian Games, where we actually came out, the grand champion there. Okay.
3 golds, 3 golds.
Anong games yung nilaro natin doon?
Mobile Legends, syempre. And of course, Dota. And what was the third? Oh my God, I forgot the third. StarCraft.
Okay. Congratulations once again, and more power to your federation. And of course, Kurt was recommended to me by one of my young friends, Earl Valencia. Welcome to this panel, Kurt. Let me throw off the first question to JC here. JC, if there are 3 things that you can actually advise to young people who's still looking for their first job, what are those?
Well, 3 things.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So number 1, I would say, just apply to as many places as you can. A lot of people will try to go to one company or 2 companies that they think are good, but especially when you're just starting out, it doesn't matter that much which company you go to. Just go somewhere that you can learn something. Number 2, when you get out of college or even high school, you're gonna have to throw a lot of knowledge out the window, because the kind of programming or other things that you do at an actual job is going to be very different from the things that you learn in school. If there's a third thing, maybe it doesn't always have to be a programming job for your first job. It could be other things. You could do other things first and then learn how to program on the side.
Okay.
So that would be what I'd say.
Okay. By the way, JC, did you work your first job? Did you actually work with with your dad?
Yeah, that was my dad's company.
Okay. Kurt, in your case, what are those three things. Okay, I know you had this closing slide a while ago. Okay, talking about passion, which is really very, very important. Other things, but if you were to choose three things that you would advise our young people who are just looking to actually land their first job, what will those be?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess first, like, I mean, like, related to, passion, like, I know a lot of people that, haven't found it yet. So yeah, I guess, if you haven't found it yet, try to, like, stick to one thing, like, thing that, I think that you would, I guess that would, you would gravitate towards to, and, just try to see that and, like, see where that leads you. Like, I guess related to, like, JC's answer, it doesn't have to be a programming job, but, like, if it's something that you could potentially like, try to see it through rather than, being undecided. So that's one, try to decide on, like, what you want, I guess. um Three, right? Oh man. Yeah, and then, like, second would be, like, the, like, yeah, to keep yourself updated on, like, whatever is happening. Like, let's say you have this stack, I guess. Maybe you choose mobile, maybe you choose, like, backend web, maybe you choose, like, AI. Try to be updated, like, try to learn everything that you can, like, like I said, like, be a sponge and, like, try to learn everything. Everything's always changing, so you have to know, like, what's happening. So if not, you're going to get, I guess, left behind. So yeah, make sure that you still know, like, what you're kind of pursuing. And yeah, I guess, network, especially if you're a newbie. Yeah, like I said, for me, in my experience, like, most of the opportunities I had was more from the network, because, like, I mean, like, you're going to be working with people, you're going to be interacting a lot with people, right? And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is done by people. So yeah, try to build a network. Doesn't have to be really big, but, try to get people in your network that, and don't just use them, of course. Like, try to build, like, quality relationships. And yeah, that would lead you to, like, a lot of things, either learning opportunities, fun, or whatever. But yeah, try to build your network, try to find, and, meet a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you, Kurt. Looking back at what Earl Valencia actually was highlighted yesterday, it has to be a network of positive people who would be able to help you achieve your goal. It's not actually a network of people who can actually drag you down. So,
Yeah.
there has to be a difference there. Okay, Mr. Emperor.
Yes, sir.
We need your 50 years of wisdom here. So if there were three things...
Excuse me, batchmate ko si JC.
Ganun ba? If there were three things that you were actually going to, three advices that you can actually give to our young people, what would those be?
Well, especially now, I would give a different tip because of our current situation, and sadly, I think this pandemic thing will last. So there are the three things I'd like to tell them. One is there's an urgency to improve your communication skills. Everyone's saying expand your network, but there's great difficulty right now because we've been in lockdown, for 2 years. So the chance of meeting new people and it's different from meeting people online and face to face. I mean, you and I, Mon, we've been going around for years meeting people, so we've acquired that skill over the years. So when we translate it to online, we have, hopefully, we carry some of the good habits. But now imagine these kids who are in college or just entered college, from high school to college, that never got the chance to interact. So they're losing that part, and it's becoming a big problem, actually, especially for bigger teams. And then you have new guys who just graduated, from college.